Hello and welcome to all the men and women of the West. I'm Joe. I decided I'd do a Rings of Power video for this week while we're basically finalizing our uh, Silmarillion podcast's next episode, which is going to be Andreth and Agnor slash the conversation or Socratic dialogue between Andreth and Finrod, which is a really interesting bit of dialogue. I'm hoping to have that up next week or the week after, but we shall see. I'll just move over here. But in the meantime, I have really bad news for everyone. Amazon has gotten a new deal with the showrunners, and they've begun work on season 3 of their Rings of Power. Patrick McKay and J.D. Payne have signed a 3-year deal, which also launches their own production company, 1040 PM Productions. Did they run out of good names for it? Like 1040 PM. Guys, you can at least try. Like this. Okay. This just. When people say Hollywood doesn't have any imagination left over, this is exactly what they mean. Like, you could have gone with the Ringmakers production. I don't know. Imperial production. United Imagination production. I don't know. There's infinite possibilities. 1040 p.m. Okay. I'm guessing it was 10:40 p.m. when they filed the paperwork for this production company. I'm just going out on a limb and guessing, because this is just the most unimaginative production company name I've ever heard. It's also the stupidest. The duo wrote and executive produced season 1 of the Emmy-nominated Prime Video series, The Rings of Power. Oh, the Emmy Awards sunk that low? Wow! Okay. Which debuted in the fall of 2022. The show stands as Amazon's most watched original series and ranked in Nielsen's streaming chart top 4 of every week during its initial run. Sorry. Gotta laugh to keep from crying. Such are the times we live in. The show's second season has wrapped filming and will be released later this year, while a third season hasn't officially been ordered, and a writer's room is not yet opened. The showrunners have started to break the initial story outline. Sorry. Or they could just quit and do us all a favor. In addition, Amazon is planning to move the show's production hub from Bray Studios to a new production facility at nearby Shepperton Studios in UK. Blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, there's not much of an article here, so I might as well read it. We began this remarkable journey with J.D. and Patrick more than 5.5 years ago, and I've never looked back. Yeah, was that before? No, I'm not even going to go there. It's just 5.5 years ago. Christopher was still alive. And you didn't even wait till his body was cold in the ground before you started. Bloody! Just nuking the lore he loved so much. Never mind that Lord of the Rings and Silmarillion are, well, is some of the best literature of the 20th century. Yeah. Guess how I feel about the show. First 2 hints don't count. And said Vernon Sanders, head of television, Amazon MGM Studios. We continue to be amazed. Okay, I can't read this without laughing. In its record-breaking first season. We can't wait for Prime Video customers to experience the epic adventure and high-stakes drama that the terrible duo are continuing to build for our season 2 and beyond. Naturally, the studio is thrilled to extend our overall deal with these terrible unimaginative creative minds. No, I don't think you can even put creative and minds together in the same sentence as them. As they continue to deliver on their passion for terrible storytelling. I'm rewording it to be more accurate because this reporter is not being truthful. So I have to be truthful for him. Or her. Let me see. A duo of supposed guys. I say supposed. Because, yeah, I can say a lot of mean stuff here, but I won't. I think I've already been mean enough. And bitter enough. Why can't one of these freaking adaptations actually be accurate to the novels? Going behind the scenes of the upcoming season. Asked what they've learned since the first season that they applied to the second, McKay replied, that could be an answer that takes an hour. The entire making of this show has been a massive learning experience for everyone involved. Okay. It, to an extent, should. To an extent, shouldn't. You should be learning how to make a show without already knowing how to make it. Why don't they know how to do anything right? The aim of season 2 was to be bigger and better on every level by an order of magnitude. The bar has to keep going up. The bar was never lower. Like, it has to keep going up. Yeah. Because you hit China. I'm just saying, like, there's only so far down into a hole you can dig before, like you reach China. You've dug all the way there. Now you're digging your way back because they don't want you. And I can't judge. Nah, I don't blame them. And like the thing about the Chinese is that I've got a few Chinese fans of this channel, and they have Tolkien events in Beijing every year that they tell me about, and I've seen some videos. It's very beautiful stuff. So they're actually being very respectful to the lore of Tolkien and the literature, far more so than the corporations and the estate that owns this literature. So, like, let's be honest. Well, in the Anglosphere, it can't get any worse in terms of how this literature is treated. Everywhere else in the world is treated better. I mean, like, okay, it was a few years ago I messaged someone in Russia before the whole Ukraine thing blew up, and because I was kind of friendly, I've lost touch with the person. Whatever happened to him? Anyways, he had a lot of respect for Lord of the Rings. So it's very popular in Russia. In China, it's very popular. In Japan, it's very popular. It's very popular everywhere. Eastern Europe, very popular. And they have more respect for it than Tolkien's own family. Yeah. That's my black pill of the day. But on the bright side, the world over respects and loves Tolkien. And don't care for this nonsense. So, kudos to them. So if you enjoyed this video, and even if you didn't, check out my Substack, check out my newly published novel, or I should say anthology, which is even better than this show. Trust me, it's a lot better. You should buy it, read it, you'll love it. And don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button. And to stay tuned for the next video when we'll have Agnar and Andreth and the dialogue between, well, Andreth and Finrod Felagund. And until then, have a great day or week or however long it takes to get that video out.